should know you can go where you wanna go. I can take you.
Yo, we should go say hi to TJ. I think he's here.
TJ, I hope Dylan's here so we can talk about.
No, we can't say that. Wait, can he? Alright, you don't know.
You know, we have some measurements to discuss, me and Dylan. So I hope he's here. That's all I gotta say. Exactly.
Shout out to Dylan for that.
Dylan, you know, he's provided me with all my measurements and everything I need to know.
Yeah, it's always the good
for my experiment. So.
Oh my God, look at that car. Cool body. Oh, what a guy. What a guy.
It's a good cup holder, I'll say that. Good table.
It is a very expensive table.
Don't run, that's why it's not at the track tomorrow, I'll tell you that. So it is a table.
Progression, just certain things, and the vets are rising to the occasion as well. Here we go. Backfield, the Beast of the Bay. Out there, that boiler exhaust.
We're gonna enjoy a day some drifting though. We don't do drifting, we do grip racing.
We're gonna drift this car.
Okay, yeah. You see these freaking Michelin freaking grip tires? Yeah, that's gonna work.
Hey, with your driving skills, I believe we can do it.
Thank you so much.
Going through these battles, foot up with these models, all the way in Cali, foot up on the throttle, I'm focused on the vision.
We have art racing in a couple weeks, right?
Racing on Thursday.
It's so hard.
With him as my mechanic, you'll see it in this vlog. I'm probably gonna have a mechanical failure at one point. Come in underway, something.
Wait, this is my vlog. What do you mean?
Our vlog.
Alright. This is Ghost Rap with Adam McGill vlog right here.
And we'll see you guys in Atlanta.
It's 4 a.m. off to Vegas, baby. We are on track in 4 hours. We're gonna be a little late. CJ was caught lacking. He was working till midnight, 1 a.m. I don't know. I look at his location, he's here. Bro is passed out in the driver's seat. Just woke him up. He's that car right there behind us. Let's load up and get out of here. Let's have a good weekend. Day one of ProKart round 3 in Vegas. All right, we are in the middle of nowhere right now. We're about an hour 10 away from the track. We are with the dog. CJ's in the bathroom, taking a leak, so we're getting there slowly but surely. It's a fair amount of a drive. We're gonna probably miss the first session or 2 sessions of the day, but should still have a good time. Still probably get 4 or 5 sessions in right before the official start date, which is tomorrow. So slowly getting there. We'll catch up with you guys when we're back at the track.
race car driver anyway. What? Just think, if you were right. I'm sure that definitely running a high. Okay. All right, well, let's watch your video. We'll verify. Okay.
I'm going back to 505. If it's a 7-hour flight or a 45-minute drive, in my imagination you're waiting, lying on the side, rounds between your thighs. Stop and wait a sec. When you look at me like that, my darling, what did you expect? I promised it would adore you with your hands around my neck, or I did last time I checked. Not shy of a spark, the knife twists at the thought that I should fall short of the mark. Frightened by the bite, though it's no harsher than the bark. The middle of adventure is such a perfect place to start. I'm going back to 505 if it's a 7-hour.
And my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope. I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world was made up of this brotherhood of man, for whatever that means. Into a crisis times when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head. And I am feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say,
Yeah, just gonna go over a little recap of the weekend with you guys. Unfortunately, you saw what happened with the GoPro. GoPro broke, and then I wasn't recording a whole lot, to be honest, on the camera. I just kind of was focused on trying to get as close as we can to the field and on pace. It was my first time racing in 7 months, as well as only probably my third or fourth time in a kart since then. just playing catch up, so I wasn't really too focused on the content side and recording. So I tried to do the best I could with what I had. Tried a few different angles out. I thought they came out pretty solid. Thank you to CJ for getting a lot of clips on the grid, as well as when I was on track when the GoPro broke in the races. Yeah, we had pace. We weren't too far off. First day, we were probably 7/10 off, which, to be honest, that was my goal. My goal was to be 7/10 off. Again, it's my first time in a while. Closest we got to the end of the day was 3/10 off, I believe, and 2.5 off to Keegan, my teammate who won the race. So the entire field was super close. Qualified, I think, 5/10 off. Yeah, I qualified 5/10 off, and that put me 19th, which, you know, middle of the pack. It was 37, 38, so quite literally mid pack, which, to be fair, that's probably where we should be at right now. I knew we could find some extra pace. There's one corner specifically that we were losing all of our time in for the most part. So if we just figured it out, I knew we would be fine. In the pre-final, we got to a good start. I think lap 1, we made up like 2-3 spots starting on the inside row, which that inside row was crucial because you get the inside into turn 1 and 2. Within a couple laps, we made up a couple spots as well. So we were up to like, I think 14th. Later on in the race, we kind of started to lack a little bit pace towards the, you know, obviously we were close to the top 10, so we were a little bit off of those guys. So the group behind us caught us. Somebody went for a pass on the inside in turn 1, ran us up wide, went off the track, lost about 4 spots there. Then, you know, we just didn't have the pace, so we ended up finishing 20th. Being up there, up close, you know, top 15 for a bit, I was happy. But I knew in the final we could make up some spots because it wasn't like they passed us and we just lost touch with them. It was, you know, we were there and we just stayed there because it was at the end of the race. In the final, I knew if we just stay clean, you know, watching the junior race, everybody just kind of killed each other in the beginning. And, well, it was the same exact thing in the final for senior. So I made a poor judgment call going into turn 1 off the start. Unfortunately, lost like 2-3 spots right off the bat into turn 1. Tried to salvage something, but going into turn 2, crash was forming. As the crash is forming, I'm moving to the left to avoid it and, you know, not get caught up in the mess. The momentum from the crash carried outwards as usual. Went to the runoff. Ran over a cone. The cone then got stuck underneath the bumper. So I go to pull it out, it ripped straight underneath the tire and got stuck on the spindle. Now everybody passed us. We're now last except for the people that were caught up in that crash. Thankfully, we were able to keep going. So ripped out the cone, kept going. We had pace as soon as we ripped it off. So we caught the group again, passed like, I don't know, 5 guys or so. And then we caught another big group. I knew we could make up a fair amount of spots and possibly get back to close to 20, if not get to 20th. Caught all the way back up to them. We got behind one kid, and he thought it would be cool to just white line from lap 14 all the way onwards to the end. Bang tires. He ran me off the track. You would have thought it was Supernat's final for the win. But unfortunately, you know, he pushed us off. We lost a few spots. It was too late to salvage anything. So we ended up finishing 27th, which, you know, I'm not happy with because there's a lot more potential, but I'm also not upset with. You know, I'm very okay with where we finished because it didn't show what the results could have been. Just shout out to, you know, Jake Giroux and Gary Carlton and Tony and Keegan and everyone underneath that tent for helping me out get to where I was, and CJ obviously for wrenching on it the whole weekend, and P1, of course, we had a very quick motor. So super happy with the whole entire weekend. I'm very excited next round in June at K1. So I have a few goals of what we want to do this year. Hopefully funding keeps coming and so we can do them. Yeah, just trying to stay in the seat, try to stay prepped. Hopefully I'll be recording a lot of the test days too. That I'll be doing leading up to the next race. So should be a good time. Should be a lot of content coming your way. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Again, I tried my best, but it wasn't my priority this weekend, but I'm going to try to make it more of a priority. Get the camera out, record some of the funny moments, but nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed the Formula Drift part, as well as the ProKart stuff as well. And yeah, hopefully you guys subscribe and enjoy the videos. I'll keep them coming as best as I can. So yeah, just wanted to say thank you guys, and I appreciate all y'all that watch these videos, and yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.